Rothwell and Hunt, which is another one that kind of your heart a little bit because you have some ties with Rothwell.
Yeah, of course. Ben comes out of the Middletich area there in Davenport, and we've known each other for a long time. Long-time friend with him. So it's, again, you got a history with somebody. It's difficult to pick somebody on the fight. Of course, the problem with Ben is that he's coming off an injury last fight towards was ACL.
ACL. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so messed up his knee, and he's had a bit of a layoff. Whether or not that makes a difference, I'm not one that puts a whole lot of weight on ring rust unless you're the kind of fighter who, once you get injured, you just sit out until it's time for you to fight again. You know, if you have an injury and you go through your rehab and then you sit until you're contracted for another fight and you truly had a many month layoff and you don't spend your time in the gym, then yeah, that kind of stuff can start to add up. But if you're the kind of fighter who, say, not on an injury, for example, you're taking some time off like that and you're in the gym training constantly, then ring rust may not necessarily be an issue. So it depends on how Ben has dealt with this injury coming into this fight, and this is a winnable fight for him.
Mark Hunt is known for heavy hands.
Yes.
One thing, but in his one win in the UFC was a knockout. But go ahead.
His loss was a submission.
His loss was submission to Sean McCorkle.
But Ben's not a real savvy submission kind of guy. And Mark, like you said, he is heavy-handed. So
right.
This is definitely going to be a tough fight.
The thing I think that Ben has going for him, he has all that history. I mean, 9-0 in the IFL.
Yeah.
He's been there, done that. He's been in the big fights. So, if nothing else, I think Mark has a puncher's chance. Everybody has.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, just like we saw Sarah against GSP, nobody would ever said that.
I think it's more than a puncher's chance because in this situation, Mark knows that Ben is more than likely not going to be going for like slick triangles on the bottom or something like that, or any of that kind of stuff. So he gets taken down. It's not necessarily a submission game that he really has to worry about. The one thing that he will have to worry about though is that if he ends up on the ground with Ben, Ben's a big guy, and he's really top heavy, so that can mount to a lot of damage in the ring.
Well, and the other thing about Mark, all his losses, 6 out of 7 of his losses were by submission on the ground. So he's pure stand-up. I mean, that's.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think that Ben is more well-rounded. Whether his ground game is better than Mark's. Let's put it that way.
I'll say this much though: these guys keep this fight standing. And they're both heavy-handed, but they both have heads like bricks. This could be one of those just great, Forrest Griffin, Stephen Bonner style fights.
Yeah, that you were happy you were there to see.
Yeah, instead of in.
Yeah.